far as the whole place? Okay. Okay, there's Bob. Where's Rick? Let me text him. So I had to talk through here, right?
It's Joe.
Joe, this is Sudie. Hi.
Hey, Sudie.
We don't have a quorum yet, so hang in there. We've got three.
Okay.
We've got three, so we're waiting on either Karen or Rick. But we wanted to go ahead and call you. Okay? All right.
All right. Sure.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, V. Doing good. They got it. All right. I texted Karen and so I've texted Karen and Rick. Yeah. Joe, you there?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do you want me to call you back when they show as a quorum, or do you want to hang on?
I don't mind hanging on, but I can tell you my flight will start boarding in about 45 minutes.
Okay. All right. We should be fine.
At that point. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
Yep.
Joe? Joe?
Yeah.
Rick just pulled in, so just be a second.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Called meeting of the Milton City Council for Thursday, December 14th to order. Sudi, if you could do roll call, please.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'll be happy to call roll for the December 14th, 2017 special called meeting. I will waive the reading of the rules and general announcements. I would like to remind those in attendance to please silence all cell phones at this time. As I call roll, please confirm your attendance. Mayor Pro Tem Rick Morick.
Here.
Councilmember Karen Thurman.
Here.
Councilmember Matt Kuntz.
Here.
Councilmember Bill Lusk.
Here.
Councilmember Bert Hewitt.
Here.
For the record, Mayor Joe Lockwood is absent and Councilmember Joe Longoria is calling in from Cincinnati, Ohio. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, will the city clerk please sound the next item?
The next item is the approval of the meeting agenda. Agenda item number 17310.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, it passes unanimously. Okay, so we have just one item on the agenda, and that's the agreement for the sale of realty and amendment. I think everybody has a copy of that. Do we want to have legal counsel review this, Steve, or?
As far as legal counsel will be presented.
Okay. Then I guess we're ready to actually have that presented. Do we have any public comment?
We do not, sir.
Okay. If we could have you present the item, please.
Hi, I'm Jeff Strickland from Girard and Davis. How are you all? What you have before you is simply an amendment to the purchase agreement regarding the Milton Country Club property. The sole purpose of this amendment is to extend the buyer's, the city's due diligence period for 2 weeks. So instead of that due diligence period ending tomorrow, it is to be concluded as of 5 p.m. on December 29th.
Okay. Do we have any discussion?
Steve, just from a process perspective as well, and just so we have this all done, so the earnest money can become non-refundable as of December 29th. At that point, this is what this says, right?
I believe that is correct, but I'll defer to legal counsel on that.
It does. The current agreement provides that the earnest money becomes non-refundable as of tomorrow, the 15th, and this would extend that also for 2 weeks.
Right. Okay, and so at that point, obviously, and this puts the seller on the hook to make sure they have a lot of the title diligence done and things like that. That's what we're looking at specifically on this. And so how does it, I guess the question becomes, so we know they give us a packet with all the information we're looking for in the due diligence before this date. Is that what we were hoping would happen? I just want to make sure the public knows what our process is.
They'll have to answer anything that is left outstanding as a part of due diligence.
Right.
and they'll be doing that through our attorney's office because I believe all that's left is legally related issues.
Gotcha. And so if any of that comes forward, there's any other emergencies or anything like that we need to be aware of, we'd have a special called meeting at that point in time to clarify that or make decisions or things like that, right?
I would anticipate anything that would require an amendment to the contract, such as this,
Right.
would require a special called meeting.
Right.
What won't require a special called meeting is allowing the due diligence period to expire.
And then that would just happen automatically. So we may not have any more discussions on this at all as a council body until after this December 29th date happens, correct?
As long as everything that comes back through the due diligence meets your expectations.
Right, okay, exactly. And at that point in time, when the 29th happens, we go through, then we continue to look to proceed with the acquisition as planned.
That'd be correct.
Depending on what we do. Okay, just want to make sure we understood all that.
Karen?
Has the seller already signed the agreement?
The amendment?
They're
amendment?
circulating the agreement to execute. We have not received yet the signed agreement, but I circulated this with the lawyer for the sellers yesterday, and I've received written confirmation that they're agreeable to the terms.
We're
There won't be any
comfortable that they
changes.
will sign this? and it's
Yes,
not
it
gonna
will not be
problem. Okay.
changing. This is the document they will sign.
Bill?
Steve, do we have any update on the requirements that we're looking for, the phase one, the surveys, title search, and all those? Is there anything current, any current information at this point in time or not?
No updates since the executive session.
Okay.
Bird? I understand it. Yep. Okay. So I guess just to clarify, then, if we get everything back that satisfies due diligence, you'll update us, and then we'll just move forward. If we, in fact, don't have clear title or some of the other things, then we'd be arranging another special called meeting to make a decision, either another extension or whatever we need to do with the contract.
I believe that's a fair statement.
It is.
Okay.
I do have one question just from a timing perspective. So, because timing is the element we're talking about here. If there is any question of some problem with clear title, when would we as a council be alerted to that effect? Obviously, we're going through the Christmas holidays, and I just want to make sure that we're all aware of what could happen if there was ever that problem in particular. So maybe you would explain, if there was a problem, you would find it probably by when, and then if you did, then when you would notify us immediately, I'm sure, as a city, and then we would all have that relayed to us within the hour, I would imagine. Is that basically right?
It is. Yeah, you'll be updated. I mean, Fulton County doesn't update its records where they're easily accessible as quickly as we would like to have them available to us, and so there's a delay and a lag time. In fact, we got our independent title work, and that's where we got a lot of the information from that we submitted to them to say, hey, here's things that are still outstanding of record that we want to make sure you're on notice need to be fixed.
Sure.
We gave that to them within the original deadline of the agreement, and they've responded to us that, as expected, many of those things have already been addressed. They just don't show up in record yet. Okay. And so one of the things we wanted to make sure we had was plenty of time to have everything clear through record so that we can just make sure for 100% that everything is as it should be.
Gotcha. And so technically they have until the 29th to show that clear title. Do we get nervous at all, like on the 28th, if they haven't showed us anything? I'm just curious.
I'm really anticipating receiving that confirmation much earlier than the 29th.
Oh, okay. I assume so. All right.
If we start getting closer to that deadline, and I'm not going anywhere for the holidays, so I'll be on top of this.
Right, I'll be here
if we get anywhere remotely close, we'll make sure. Ken's pushing, but we'll make sure that we're pushing. Okay. We don't want to be calling a special called meeting as best we can on that week,
right?
If we can help it. And I'm hoping that just like council said, that we're prepared well before that.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're just trying to manage any unexpectancies, essentially. So, okay. Well then.
Councilman Longoria, do you have any comments or questions?
No, I do not. I don't have the document in front of me, but if what they're explaining, I understand. I understand the situation that we're in, and I do not have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, moving on to unfinished business. Will the city clerk please sound that item?
We just discussed this item.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and read it in the record.
Pardon me?
We just discussed this item, but I'll go ahead and read it in the record. The consideration of a revised contract related to Milton Country Club and other time-sensitive action as it pertains to the buyer's due diligence. This is agenda item number 17311.
Okay, is there a motion and a second?
I make a motion to approve the amendment to the contract.
Thurman made the motion, second by Councilman Lusk. All in favor?
Aye.
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 I think that's unanimous. Okay. Do we have any other business before we close the meeting out?
Make a motion to adjourn?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 There we go.
Motion adjourned.
That's a good play.
Yep. Thanks.
Joe he recused himself, didn't he?
Not for this.